I hope you're having a great day. Today I want to talk about longevity, health, and the power of breathing. Now, there's a lot of science out there. It's sad that we need science to tell us to breathe. Without breath, we're dead. Just using common sense, we understand the importance of breath. It's life and death. We breathe the right way, we're living. We breathe the wrong way, we're living with complications. We stop breathing, we die. But unfortunately, there are many people who wait for research to tell them what common sense tells us every single day. But the research is beautiful. You know, when we keep looking at how do you enhance the intelligence of the human body to work for you and not against you. When the intelligence of the human body works against you, you know what you have. You have pain, you have falling hair, you have bad skin, you have disease. And when your intelligence works for you, you have potential recovery, possibilities to healing, and even prevention. So when it comes down to breath, here's the science behind breath. There's a lot of science. And again, it comes down to breathing. You can call it breath work. You can call it yogic breathing, which is pranayam. You know, give it a label, whatever makes you happy. But it's simple breath work. Do it. Now, a lot of people like to complicate life and say, oh, I'm doing this school of breathing, I'm doing that school. Whatever makes you happy, do it. But please do the breath work. It could be something as simple as keeping your back straight and breathing. Inhale, exhale, follow your breath. Observe, is it irrational? Is it erratic? Is it calm? Is it short? Is it long? No need to judge it. Just follow your breath. 6 nice deep breaths, you're gonna feel different. You are. The point is, what's the science behind breath and longevity? Because while we speak about longevity, there's a whole world out there that's trying to push metformin and chemicals and different drugs. Hey, you live longer with this. Maybe it's right. But the point is, who's going to be living that long for us to find out? The people who are preaching this, you know, if they live to 110 and 120, then we know it's true. But in the meantime, we don't wait to see if that research is correct. We work with common sense, which is breath. Now, here's the magic. The more and more you go into research, the average healthy amount of breaths in 1 minute, according to science, is anywhere between 6 to 8 to 10. So your homework today is very simple. Set your timer for a minute. And your normal breathing, how many complete breaths, which is an inhale and an exhale. No hold in between. So it's an inhale and an exhale. At your own pace, how many can you do in 1 minute? The target for us to reach with practice, because practice makes us better, is to lower that number. Let's say I do 10 breaths in a minute. In a couple of weeks, I want to come down to 7 and then eventually 6 and then maybe eventually 4. You don't have to push it. It's not a competition. It's not a game. But by getting better without gasping and trying too hard, guess what's improving? The amount of time and the ability for you to trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, where all the healing happens, the resting, the digestion, the regeneration. You see, there's nothing wrong with stress. There's nothing wrong with anxiety. The problem is how much time we spend in the sympathetic nervous system, which is stress, and how much time we spend in anxiety. We can get stressed 20 times in a day, but as long as we quickly come back down to the parasympathetic nervous system, the human body is powerful and resilient. The danger point is that chronic stress. You wake up stressed, you go to sleep stressed. That's the danger. That's the disease. That's the inflammation. That's the low immunity. That's the sleepless nights. That's the imbalance in your hormones. So yeah, like we exercise our muscles, we exercise our body, we exercise our heart, we exercise our breath. And like I said, you can follow any practice. Some of you can do the Wim Hof, some of you can do pranayama, whatever works for you. But stripping complication away, let's come down to simplicity. Simple belly breathing. Simple diaphragmatic breathing. Where you sit with your back straight, hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. When you inhale, your belly rises and then your chest. When you exhale, your chest goes down and then your belly. Think of a balloon. When you push air in the balloon, it inflates. That's your belly. I'm inhaling, I'm putting air in the balloon inflates. When I deflate a balloon, the air comes out, it deflates. So as I'm exhaling through my nose or my mouth, my chest first deflates and then my belly. If you don't even want to call it diaphragmatic breathing, that's okay. Simple breathing, back straight, a comfortable inhale and a comfortable exhale. The science is in the autonomic nervous system. How do I harness my autonomic nervous system to work for me with minimum disruption? That's when I'm in the parasympathetic nervous system. My autonomic nervous system will be affected and impacted with stress, with chronic stress. So deep, slow breathing is magic. It's magic. Now, you don't need science to tell you that. All you need to do is try it. You can try it right now after we end this live. So put your back straight, take a couple of deep breaths, lengthen your inhale, make your exhale longer than your inhale. For example, if you do 4 seconds of inhale, try to make your exhale 8 seconds. If you do 5 seconds of inhale, try to make your exhale 10 seconds. And after you finish about even just 6 deep breaths, just be mindful for a moment and feel, close your eyes, what's going on in you? You're going to feel calmness. The very fact that 6 deep breaths can make you feel that way. What happens when you practice it every day? What happens when you practice it when you get anxious, when you get stressed, when you hear bad news? This is healing. This is healing beyond medicine. Everyone should be taught to breathe the right way because we don't breathe the right way. Children automatically learn to breathe the right way, automatically. But then as we get stressed out and stress comes in, our breathing becomes more shallow. We spend more time in the sympathetic nervous system because of shallow breathing. So these are little powerful medicines which are free, valuable, but most underutilized because free is always taken for granted. But now that you know it, make these little breaks in a day to do 6 deep breaths. It won't take you more than a minute. And if you reach 4 deep breaths in a minute, that's even less than a minute. So your target is very, very simple. Like I did this today, before I did this live, because I wanted to share my results. So I can do about 5 comfortable deep breaths in a minute. And my target is obviously to get it down to 4. We don't have to push it. But yes, there were these little challenges that we used to do, that how can we eventually reach an inhale, a hold, an exhale, and a hold in 1 whole minute. Over there, I think I'm at about 47 seconds. Play with yourself, play with your lungs. You know what I mean? Keep trying different things. Keep trying different things to, realize the power of your lungs. You don't have to force it. You can be gentle. So what you want to do is put your timer on 1 minute. How many deep breaths? That's an inhale and an exhale without the hold. Can you do in 1 minute? Because the better you breathe, the better you live. Okay? And today the world is complicating healthcare and longevity. Do it. I'm fine. There may be some new drug in the market. Take it. But if the fundamentals are not right, like deep breath, nothing's going to work. Your longevity can start right now with the way that you breathe. And that's exactly what you need to do. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep. Remember, You Care is all about you. And for everyone who's been asking whether I have a skin problem or why I look like an orange, no, I'm just very, very tanned. It was the African sun. I love the tan, but yeah. A lot of people have some funny comments to make about the skin, and someone even asked me if I had eczema on my face. Well, if it is eczema, it's a pretty eczema because it doesn't look that bad. But the point is, yep, I'm just really, really tanned, and I love the tan. And yeah, you should spend some time in Africa. It's a beautiful place, and if you want to learn from nature, deep nature, there's a lot of lessons over there. In fact, a couple of my next videos will be on my learnings with the Maasai tribe. There were a lot of health lessons and life lessons that I learned from the Maasai, spending a lot of time with them, understanding their nutrition and their lifestyle and sharing knowledge with them. So very soon we'll be talking about simple life lessons that life and nature teaches us to have a better life and better health. Have a great day, everyone.